Hey, what is up YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel with the one, the only, Kai. And he has got a very, very special deck profile for you guys today. You may have known him from seeing those Dark Magician decks and those Photon decks. What do we have today?
So today I will be showcasing a very special deck to me. I've had it for a while. I've seen like decks of people who try to make it consistent. I've seen people complain about it, that it's just not consistent enough. But you know, I found a way to it kind of runs smoothly, and it's mainly a fun deck to play. It's not competitive at all, but if you want to have fun with the deck, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So it's a Hero Neos deck.
You heard it here first.
It's OTK Neos. So I'm gonna be showcasing this deck. It's very special to me, and yeah. So let's get started. All right. So first, for the Neo-Spacian family, we play the one Grand Wall. This guy is amazing. It's probably my favorite Neo-Spacian. When he attacks or it's attacked, you can bounce him and a card in your opponent's field. Then I play one Aqua Dolphin. Mainly we use him for the Neos fusion, that's Storm Neos, which is him and the bird, and that it's like heavy storm. So it's pretty good for blowing back row, and also he's a warrior. I don't really use him with his effect. So once per turn, discard one card from your hand, look at your opponent's hand, and select one monster in it. If the monster is on your side of field with attack greater than or equal to the attack of the selected monster, destroy the selected monster card and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. There is no monster on your side of the field with attack greater than or equal to the attack of the selected monster, you take 500. So again, pretty long effect, but I mainly use him as like fusion material and search it with Rhoda. Next we play the bird. He is one of the main factors of the win condition of this deck because we use him to summon Air Neos, and his effect is when you summon him during your main phase, you gain 500 life points for each card your opponent controls in his or her hand, so you can increase your life points with it. And last we play one Flare Scarab. His effect is he gains 400 attack for each spell and trap card on your and your opponent's side of the field. So if your opponent has 5 cards, he can become 2k. And we use him also for like with Miracle Fusion to summon the Omni Hero, the fire one that lets you draw a card. So
I'm seeing a pretty big absence of Neo-Spacian Glow Moss. I heard letting your opponent draw cards is good.
Yeah, and so I only run these 4 because these have been pretty useful to me, and they don't clog the deck. So the other ones like the Panther and the Glow Moss, they're cool, but they're not good. I mean, the Panther copies effects. If you can take it in, go ahead. All right, now we play Totem to Hero Neos. I only play 2 because if I were to play 3, it's too cluggy, so 2 is good. He's a light, so we can use it for Miracle Fusion, and we can also use it for Miracle Contact, which goes back to the deck from graveyard, field, or hand, and then you know he's a 25 beat stick, so yeah. Then we play 3 to Hero Prisma. I mainly have him just to copy the names of the Neo-Spacians, and mainly to send them to the graveyard quickly to thin out the deck and give it consistency, because once they're in the graveyard, we would use the Miracle Contact to bring all of our fusions in. So he's pretty good. If you don't know what it does, once per turn, you reveal one fusion monster from your extra deck, and you send one of your fusion material monsters listed on the card from your main deck to the graveyard. Until the end phase, his name becomes the name of that monster you sent to the graveyard. And also, this only works with specific anti-hero monster. It doesn't work with Omni Heroes. Alright, next, some generic monsters to affect Baylor, just to negate effects, and it's a light, so we can use it with Miracle Fusion. To summon a monk, again, because I played some rank 4 Xyz, so just for that pressure, discard a spell, persona level 4. One Tingle Fish, again, you could play totally awesome if you want, or like, you know, another level 4, rank 4 plays. With Prisma and Goblinberg. Again, if I would ever play 2 Goblinberg, but I only had 1 at the time, so if you could get 2, it'd be better. I tech 1 TK Ryu just to because negate summons, and it's 19 beat stick, so it's pretty good. And then you prevent searching, so this deck searches, but you search first, then you summon him, and then you just wait. We play 1 Honest because of this guy and the Prisma and Neos, so we have a bunch of light monsters, and Honest wins games, so it's pretty good.
Honest wins games.
Alright, now moving on to the spell cards. 1 Upstart for consistency. 1 Rhoda to search either Prisma, Goblinberg, or more importantly, the Aqua Dolphin. 2 Ecol, search for the heroes. You can search Neos or Prisma to hand. Next, I play probably my favorite card in the deck and what makes the OTK possible. Contact Out. This is mainly like Defusion. It's a quick spell. Basically, you return 1 Neo's fusion monster you control to the fusion deck, and if the fusion material monsters on that fusion monster are in your deck, you special summon him. So basically, when we get our fusion monster, we attack with it. That's still in the battle phase. Activate this. If we send the monsters back with Miracle Contact, they come back and we just attack. So it's like OTK. It's pretty good. I play 2 Convert Contact, or like the power greets of the deck. It's an amazing card. We send 1 Neo-Spacian from the hand and from the deck to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. So it's pretty good for setting up those fusions in the graveyard. To use Miracle Contact or Miracle Fusion later, and we draw 2 cards. In order to activate this card, you must control no monsters. Then we play probably the most important spell in the deck, Miracle Contact. Just like Miracle Fusion, this card's amazing. You shuffle to the deck from hand, graveyard, or field fusion material monsters listed on the Elemental Hero Neo's Fusion, and special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. So pretty much, again, the combo is we activate this, shuffle materials back, summon the fusion, attack with the fusion, then we Contact Out, split it, and attack. That's
nice.
That's like how the OTK works. Next, we play 3 Miracle Fusion. Again, just because this deck has backup in the Omni Hero engine, so if for that extra support with like some Omni Heroes, we just banish and special summon them. Then I play 3 Hero Lifts just to get Elemental Hero Prisma on the field and just to thin out the deck as fast as possible and make him, really fast. Get the monster on the field and start thinning out the deck to get Miracle Contact. So it's a big cost, but it's also really good because with the Air Neos Fusion, if your life points are lower than your opponent, he gains the attack, and he's basically the OTK condition, so it gets pretty big with this card. And then lastly, we play our 3 Royal Decrees just to prevent the opponent from blocking the OTKs.
Nice.
Alright, moving on to the extra deck. So the Neo-Spacian Fusions, the MVP of the deck, Neos. He's amazing. He's fused by the bird and the Neos, and again, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, his attack increases by the difference. So let's say if your opponent's life is 8,000 and yours is 4,000, because you activated the hero lives, he gains 4,000 attack, so he's 75. So you attack with him directly, then you activate Contact Out, and then you special summon Neos and your Hummingbird, and you attack. So pretty good.
Somehow when the GX set was released, this is the best Neo-Spacian monster, yet he was the only one who was not reprinted.
Yeah. Then I play 1 Flare Neos. He is like Flare Scarab. You make him with Flare Scarab and Neos, but he gains 400 attack for each spell trap on the field. So not only your opponents, but yours as well. So if we have Royal Decree on the field or something, you know, he can get pretty big too. And then again, just attack with him and then split him. Continue attacking. Grand Neos, this is a really good card because just like Grand Mole, he doesn't have to bounce himself. You just activate his effect to bounce a monster in your opponent's side of the field to his or her hand, and then you just keep attacking. Then I play the Storm Neos. This is made by the Aqua Dolphin and the Bird, and he's awesome because I would summon it, then activate his effect. He's Heavy Storm, so he destroys all spells and traps on the field, and then when he leaves the field, all the cards on the field are returned to the deck. So it's pretty good if you're like against annoying monsters that you can't get rid of easily. You just send your turn and everything shuffles back to the deck. Next I play one Magma Neos. He's made by the Grand Mole and the Flare Scarab. He gains 400 attack for each card in the field, and then during the end phase, shuffle this card into the extra deck. So unlike Flare Neos, this only spells and trap, and this gains including monsters, so he can get pretty big too. Next, we play our last Hero Neos monster, Hero Neos Knight. Yes, we can summon this with Miracle Contact as well, because he's a Neos monster.
Wait, really?
Yes, and he, I mean, he's okay, like, for a little bit of pressure. He can attack twice, he cannot attack directly, but you just can't, it's like basically a 25 beat stick. You just can attack like multiple monsters 2 times, and then you could also split it with contact out. So if you use 2 Neos, you can split it into 2 and then keep attacking. Alright, now for the Omni Heroes. When Absolute Zero, just it destroys all your opponent's monsters. Great Tornado, pretty good if, you know, if the OTK was not successful with Air Neos, you can use it later with Miracle Fusion to summon this guy, split up your opponent's monster's attacks, and then just attack with him. One Gaia, again, this guy, I believe, it's like one face a monster your opponent controls till the end phase, its attack is halved, and this card gains attack, so he has good defense, and then, you know, you can split a monster, its attack, so it's alright. The Shining, we run a lot of light monsters, light winter heroes, so he's pretty good, and when he's destroyed into the graveyard, you can return 2 of your banished winter heroes to hand, so we can recycle Neos and like Prisma or something. Probably my favorite Omni Hero monster, just because consistency. When he destroys a monster, you draw a card, so he's the one that will get you the Miracle Contacts to your hand and your Royal Decrees and stuff. Alright, so now for some of the XCs. I could run better options, but I just have these for now. Castel to return monsters in the field to the extra deck, or to the hand basically. This guy probably my favorite XC, just because he gives you consistency. You summon him using 2 Prismas, then you use your cards in your hand until you have like 1, you detach, then you draw 2. So you want to get Miracle Contact as fast as possible, and this card helps a lot. Then Excalibur, just for that OTK with the Shining. If you have the Shining this guy, you're able to, you know, get him into 4,000, just attack for like 72. And the last one, Blade Armor Ninja, just to attack twice the opponent.
Nice.
That's it.
All right, so thank you very much for the deck profile. Anything you want to say, any shout outs you want to give?
Just thank you guys for watching this profile. Hope you have fun with this deck. I had a good run while I used to play it. Yeah, keep dueling, keep at it. Yeah.
Thank you guys. This has been Kai and the Mermail Master with the Team Time Riders YouTube channels. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe on our videos, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.